Good evening, and welcome to the virtual component of the Georgia Gwinnett College 2021 Spring Commencement Ceremony. The two-part event kicks off this evening and culminates tomorrow with 3 in-person ceremonies that will also stream live. This evening, you will hear from President Jan L. Joseph as she delivers an inspiring keynote address. Following Dr. Joseph will be our student speaker, Yasmin Jasser, who will share her uplifting reflections. Finally, Sasha Ruiz, our Alumni Board Chairperson, will address the graduates. So sit back and enjoy tonight's opening ceremony.
Greetings, graduates, families, friends, faculty, and staff. Thank you for joining us for the virtual portion of Georgia Gwinnett College's Spring Commencement. We are also looking forward to tomorrow's 3 in-person commencement ceremonies. I am President Jan Joseph, and I couldn't be more proud of our graduates. I can hardly contain my excitement to finally see our graduates take their walks across the stage tomorrow. Graduates, this is a commencement that's a significant moment in your life. Your graduation speaks to your commitment to advancement and growth, both personally and professionally. As members of the graduating class that spent their last semesters at GGC during a pandemic, your accomplishments demonstrate your perseverance, grit, sacrifice, and fortitude. The pandemic did not define you. You didn't stop from reaching your educational goals. Take time to reflect on your perseverance and commend yourself for earning your bachelor's degree. Over the last few years at GGC and in the midst of this pandemic, you turned challenges into opportunities. You sought solutions, navigated uncertainties, and conquered adversities. You learned to trust yourself. You became unstoppable grizzlies, ready to surmount future obstacles with resolve. And this commencement is only the beginning for you. But before you move forward, take time to thank those who have been by your side supporting you and cheering you on. You will continue to need strong support from family and friends throughout your life. Perhaps tomorrow life may feel different. But remember, whether you're in your home or workplace or anywhere in your community, you have the responsibility to continue growing into a leader. I know you are ready. Each one of you came to GGC with a personal story about how and why you chose to become a grizzly. To share her story today is your graduate speaker, Yasmin Jasser. Following Yasmin, you will hear from Sasha Ruiz, our GGC Alumni Association chairperson.
Thank you, President Joseph, and greetings to our families, friends, distinguished guests, and our fellow members of the Georgia Gwinnett College's spring class of 2021. We did it! Someone once told me that the world is black and white, but it's my eyes that change its color. When I heard it, I didn't feel it until I experienced it. It started when I got engaged. I was so in love, I was lost in La La Land. This man completely swept me off my feet. So much that I didn't even pay attention to my schoolwork or even my family. When I got married, this perfect picture was turned upside down. It turned to a very dark, depressing, and sad place, a place I wish no human would pass upon. I was emotionally, physically, and mentally abused by him and his family. I really, at that point, didn't even want to live. I lived in misery for a whole year. And on my wedding anniversary, I built the courage to escape from my situation and start a new life. So I moved with my family. I was completely broken. I laid in bed, ate Ben & Jerry ice cream for days, and I didn't even see the sun. One day, my mother, the mama bear we all have, marched upstairs and ripped the sheets off my depressed, sad body. She looks at me and said, "Yasmin, what are you doing? I didn't raise you to cry about your problems. I raised you to use them and grow." So she motivated me to get dressed, held my hand, and took me to Georgia Gwinnett College. Once there, the staff informed me that registration was over, but encouraged me to submit a late application. Thankfully, I was accepted within the 2 weeks and began college as a grizzly in the fall of 2017. I vividly remember the classes, the outstanding professors, and my class schedule. I was still heartbroken and depressed over my situation, but I had classes to try to keep me busy. But I guess it wasn't enough. I started being late for classes, slacking off of my schoolwork, until one day a very observant professor, Dr. Joseph Amatepe, told me to stay after class for a serious discussion. So I did. All he asked was, "Why were you late? Are you okay?" I completely had the most outrageous breakdown in Yasmin history. He didn't even know what to do. So he handed me a box of tissues and calmed me down. He advised me to utilize the GGC's counseling and psychological services. I went for a few sessions and I felt much better. I felt so good that I passed all my classes with A's and B's. After the semester, I went to Dr. Amatepe's office to thank him for his guidance. And he said, "You know, I went to New York for a conference, and I participated in a conversation about women power initiates, and I heard a quote that I would very much love to share with you. There is nothing more powerful than a woman's determination for success." Boom. My life changed from that point on, and I did nothing but succeed. I felt that he has pushed me or even saved me. I was on the dean's list and president's list multiple times. I started getting involved in things like Greenway, Student Government Association, and the American Chemical Society. I've settled in majoring in biology with the goal of becoming a cardiothoracic surgeon. I've gotten to know many people who are now considered my friends, mentors, and advisors. I've had my hard times since then, but it felt manageable. And while the idea of one's determination was being expressed to me as a woman, it of course applies to everyone. Without our determination, we cannot succeed. We also cannot succeed without the support of others. Class of 2021, I encourage you to thank the GGC faculty and staff who have helped us and taught us along the way. I'm certainly thankful for them. I also want to thank my friends for supporting me, and my family for being my backbone, and my mama bear and papa bear for giving me the courage to be successful. I've learned that these dark places were based on my perception, and your own dark places are based on your perceptions. And because of this, I'd like to ask each of you, how will you look at your situation and approach it? How will you use adversity to learn and grow? And how will you achieve your goals and live your dreams? Remember, the world is black and white, but it's your eyes that change its color. I'm grateful to the person who said those kind words to me 5 years ago, because they led me and sculpted me to the person that I am today. Those words were spoken to a person who didn't understand the things that I know now. I've learned that nothing is impossible. If you fail, get back up, try again, and grow. Class of 2021, we are Grizzlies. We could do whatever we put our minds to. Just remember that this is the beginning of our adventure. Be what defines a Grizzly: strong, courageous, diligent, and of course, determined. With your determination, you could be all of this and more. Congratulations on your graduation. Go Grizzlies.
Hello, and congratulations on making it to this day. And what an amazing day it is. I'm Sasha Ruiz, Chair-elect of the GGC Alumni Association, and I vividly remember my graduation day in 2011. If you're anything like I was on that day, you're feeling a jumble of emotions, from nervousness, excitement, hope, pride, and maybe even a little bit of relief to have gotten here. The most exciting part of this day is that all of your hard work, late nights, struggles, and determination are done, and you're now graduating with your hard-earned and very well-deserved degree. We celebrate you as you move on from GGC to new jobs, graduate school, service in the armed forces, and so much more. But please remember, as you go on into the world, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you are and will always be an alumni of Georgia Gwinnett College. You're a Grizzly, and we know you will be successful. We encourage you to stay connected with the Alumni Association. Share with us your accomplishments, all that you're achieving, and all of the wonderful milestones that you're hitting as you make your way in the world. The Alumni Association exists to provide many opportunities from networking, from our digital newsletter to online and in-person networking events, social media, and our annual Grizzly Fest homecoming event, and so much more. Through Network GGC, you can connect with your fellow alumni, become a volunteer mentor, or request to be mentored by a fellow alum. You are now joining more than 9,000 Grizzly alumni, and we are all here to help you. On behalf of myself, the Alumni Board, and the Alumni Association, congratulations, welcome, and go Grizzlies!
Thank you, Yasmin and Sasha, for your inspiring messages to our graduates. Leading up to today's commencement, I hope you read the stories on GGC's social media of your classmates who represent your graduating class. In addition to those stories, there's Elizabeth Roth, who credits her GGC education for her acceptance to the Medical College of Georgia. In a personal email to me, Elizabeth acknowledged her faculty advisor helping her secure a research internship that made her application more competitive. She's also appreciative of our peer supplemental instruction program through which she obtained patient care experience. Today, Elizabeth will receive a Bachelor of Science and Technology in Biology. Drew Greenway is a non-traditional student who also works as an Advanced Emergency Medical Technician, or EMT. He has maintained a high GPA during his entire college career at GGC. After graduation, Drew plans to take the MCAT, apply to medical schools, and get married. Today, Drew will receive a Bachelor of Science degree in Biology. Congratulations, Drew, on this great accomplishment and on your future marriage. Deandra Burgess began her education at GGC several years ago, but transferred to another institution after receiving a scholarship to play basketball. After one semester away, Deandra returned to GGC because she felt this was where she was meant to be. While at GGC, she has served in many roles such as the Four Pillar Society, Student Ambassador, Student Assistant, and Resident Assistant. She also was our 2020 Homecoming Queen and volunteers in her local community and in her hometown in Clark County. Today, Deandra will receive a Bachelor of Science degree in Human Development and Aging Services. I wish I had the time to tell every one of our graduate stories because each one is unique and special. You are all amazing. Graduates, Georgia Gwinnett College has provided you with the knowledge and skills you need to be successful. You have already proven yourselves more than capable at managing uncertainty and change. At a pivotal and perhaps for many of you a vulnerable time of your life, you endured. You are now more than resilient. You are strong, and you should use this strength to continue growing. This is your time. Don't be afraid to embrace life's challenges. Every one of you has the ability to make a tremendous mark on our society. Extend our GGC family to the world. I charge that wherever you go, that you will be the catalyst to close racial and political divide. Use your energy and drive to advocate for the trampled and the disenfranchised. Use your voice to amplify the cries of the invisible. We, your GGC family, are extremely proud of you. Be a leader. Go. Be great.
For those of you who have pre-registered to attend the in-person ceremonies, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Otherwise, please plan to watch the live stream at ggc.edu/commencement.